Hi everybody, it's me Laura. Today I wanted to do a little relaxation and sort of ramble video for you. Before we continue, I'd like to say that you should switch your headphones for binaural work in this video, because my mic for some reason works opposites. So if you're gonna do that, just do that now. These are my utmost favourite videos to do, mainly because I can just relax and talk to you guys about anything. I understand that some people do not like role plays and things like that. They make them feel uncomfortable, which, you know, it's completely fine, you know. I can understand why you'd feel uncomfortable around role plays and stuff. So this is like not planned or prepared, which is something some people really like. So I suppose that you could consider this video to be an unintentional ASMR video, I suppose. So I'm going to be discussing my week, plans maybe for the future, and maybe even just things around the room. Whilst I do so, I'll be drinking my Pepsi. A lot of you have noticed that I always have Pepsi bottles in my room when I record, and I have a very strong obsession with both Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And you can see, I think that's the football player Messi on this particular Pepsi can. I have absolutely no interest in football, or as some of you say, soccer. But nevertheless, it's still something a lot of people like. So this week I had my mock exams, and some of them went good, most went bad. I'm not gonna lie. My religious studies one I did this morning was my best one. I actually knew what I was talking about in that one, and on that one we were discussing Aristotle, Plato, Aquinas, Paley, Augustine, Irenaeus. This is how my Irish teacher pronounces the name, so I just take his interpretation. And we basically explained the Theodicies and stuff. I didn't want to talk about too much interesting stuff or deep stuff this week, because I want people to fall asleep. You don't have to be interested in what I have to say. My media one went okay. I didn't revise, I'm not gonna lie. I got a C though, so that was pretty nice. And yeah, it was pretty good. And I did my English one, and I left that exam an hour in because I just wasn't feeling very well, and very awkwardly in the exam because it's very quiet. My stomach was growling, and I was like, oh, please shut up. And I just left because it was really awkward, and I was starving, I hadn't slept. So I left. And my history one, we did it on anti-Semitism and British foreign policy, and I was pretty good on the anti-Semitism, really poor on British foreign policy, because we have two separate teachers and you can tell which one doesn't teach me in the way that I enjoy, which is British foreign policy. I also received some free samples this week from a company called Tea Chai, or Chai Tea, and they sent me like 10 sachets of tea. So I was considering doing a tea roleplay because they're really relaxing. I don't even like tea, I just did it because it was a free sample. And I got the new Britney Spears perfumes in little sample bottles about this big, and one of them smells really good. I don't know which one it is because they're both in the same bottle. But yeah, that was nice. What else? I explained on Facebook very recently that making videos is going to be really difficult and they're going to slow down. Maybe for, I don't know, if it stops for like a month, I'm not dead and I'm not leaving. It's just because I need to get my priorities correct in order to just focus on becoming a better person. I have work experience to do. I have to do a language week where I pick a language and speak it for a week. I also have volunteer work to do. I have my exams. I have a trip to Cardiff. And I'm so wishing I see some people there. It's a school trip, but there's more, like, less restrictions, so it'd be nice if I saw some people there. It's only for a day. I also have another trip to Chester in a couple of weeks, and my mum is actually visiting in a couple of weeks, and I haven't seen her for about 3 months. So, and I have to look after my dad, and there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment, and that's the reason why videos may halt, pause, slow down. Also, if you see the mic shaking or me shaking, that's because I'm just gonna swing my leg. So yeah. Also, I've got this body butter. For those of you who watched my spa roleplay, you will know that I showed you a bunch of Body Shop body butters. Try saying that fast. Body Shop body butters, Body Shop body butters. Okay, it's not too hard. And I've got a bit of an obsession with collecting body butters. I was considering doing a kind of like a beauty box collection, because in this top box here it's stuffed with beauty products. But anyway, I saw an offer from a website called topcashback.co.uk, and they said if you purchased a Body Shop body butter from their website, you get 100% cashback on that body butter. So I got one, and this one, I don't know if you can see, is the special edition blueberry body butter. It's very refreshing, very lovely texture, which is apparently for dry skin. So I picked that up, and I technically got it for free because of the cashback thing. For those of you who online shop a lot, you should definitely sign up to this website, because they give cashback on things like Tesco, Amazon, and for every purchase you make you get 5% or so of that back, depending on the shop that you purchase from, if you so desire. So I got 100% cashback on that. They don't usually do 100% cashback on an expensive item like this. This was about £9, but they usually do free cashback on some groceries and chocolates, things of that nature sometimes. So yeah, I got this. Also, I'd like to know what videos you would like to see me make over the summer. I have another bloopers video which is kind of in the works. Usually when I make a mistake I delete and start again, and I forget that should go in the bloopers. And I have a day in the life video kinda done. I know a lot of you have been requesting a room tour. It's a real tip, there's nothing exciting to see, but I will do it. Maybe over the Easter holidays. I'm not too sure yet, but I should be able to do it. Don't judge me though, my room is very messy, and that's how I like it. Makes it feel more cozy. So yeah, videos that you would like to see, do not feel hesitant to ask. I know a few of you liked this video that I made. I'm really glad that you did. I realised that my original skirt video did receive some very nice feedback, which I do appreciate, by the way. And the original one that I made was with the camera's microphone, and it was just awful, and it was getting a lot of people saying it's a nice video, but you really need to get a new mic. And at that point I already did, and so I did it. For anyone who's considering doing a video, be aware that your throat will feel very raw by the end of it, and it's not nice sometimes, so be aware of that. I also made a couple of purchases on eBay for some water beads or water marbles. I think Sound Sculptures made a video of that. I never knew they existed until I came across them on eBay, and they were £1, so I bought them, and they should be here within the next couple of weeks. If you want to watch that video, they're a pack of just normal beads, and they expand in water and almost become like little rubber balls, and they become very vibrant and colourful. I will actually link Sound Sculpture's video down below, because that video is very mesmerising and beautiful, both with his hand movements and the actual visual colours, which can also be a trigger for ASMR. So yeah, I purchased them. I also bought some hand creams and stuff, and hair products, which are going to go in the haul video, which should be here end of the month, depending on how busy I am. So there's that coming. I'd like to ask you guys, do I need to make a Twitter account? Because I understand that not everyone who watches my videos will have me on Facebook. That's understandable. But I also need to expand to be fair to all audiences, so if you want me to get a Twitter, please let me know and I will get one. I never liked Twitter for personal, my personal life. I never had a Twitter, never did. It was just to follow YouTubers who didn't have Facebook, so I figured I could do the same thing if that is of interest. I'm also very curious how your week is going. Some places it's snowing, some places it'll be sunrise maybe now, nighttime, who knows. And I find that really lovely, that the world can be so vast. See, rambling about nothing. There was also a thing in the news, I love reading the news, about Yellowstone, and it made me think, because a lot of the animals had been fleeing Yellowstone, and some people were saying that it's because they think that Yellowstone is going to erupt. And for anyone who doesn't know what Yellowstone is, it's part of a national park in America, and it's classed as a supervolcano, and when it erupts it can potentially do a lot of damage. And I thought that was really interesting, that if it did in fact happen, heaven forbid, it's very fascinating that animals could potentially, you know, predict that. But who knows? That's probably won't happen, but let's just hope it doesn't. So yeah, that was really interesting in the news. Oh dear, she's run out of things to talk about. I was considering doing a video on my favourite music. I can't give you CDs because I don't buy CDs. Because I usually only like a few songs by bands, and the other bands I like, it costs too much to buy the CDs. I've never been one to buy the like iTunes versions of bands and albums, because they just, I don't know, I like having a very physical copy. It makes me feel like I've, I don't know, done more. It feels like I'm getting more out of my money. I'm also watching Vampire Diaries at the moment, which is very good. I usually don't get into TV series all that much, like at all. Actually, like I know the shows would be good, but I'd never get into them. So yeah, I'm watching Vampire Diaries at the moment. If you're a Vampire Diaries lover, let me know. So yeah, I really like Damon. He's a good looking guy. So yeah. I really want to use up the whole time of the camera, so I've been trying to think of different things to say. I'm sorry about this. I wanted to keep it unintentional ASMR, but I also wanted, you know, to say something. So yeah. Oh, another thing I want to do is at least once a month, maybe more, is give shout-outs to videos that make me tingle. I mean, like videos that make me tingle. Doesn't matter the size of the YouTube. You could have 100,000 subscribers, you could have 10. I just want to share what makes me tingle, because people ask me, you know, what my ASMR triggers are, which is a fair enough question. And what better way to tell you than by visually representing it through other people's videos. So I was considering doing that, because there are some lovely videos out there that really do make me tingle. There's a lovely girl who I've had the pleasure of actually speaking to. Her name is Tingle Tapper, and she has done a bunch of videos. She started off the story tag. You don't know what that is? That's in my roleplays. And I was tagged in it, and she's done some very wonderful videos with, and she doesn't even need to be in the videos and she can still, you know, produce tingles, which is amazing. She's done her own personal video, which was really lovely, and she did one where she was impersonating a grandmother knitting whilst one of her relatives was sat beside her. It was just so lovely how it flowed, and because it was just an audio, I could shut my eyes and I wouldn't have to focus on anything visual. So I will actually link that video down below because it's really good. Okay then, so I think that's all I have to talk about today. I'm sending off my provisional driving license soon. I've been saying that for like the past few months and I still haven't got around to doing it. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I know there's a lot to take in this video, and if you do have any requests, send me them through a personal message or a comment down below, and maybe perhaps the one with the most thumbs up I will put as my priority video to do. So if someone puts a suggestion that you like, thumb it up, and the one with the most thumbs up, I will put that as my priority video to do, because these videos are not for me, they're for you, and only you, and I want to make you guys happy. So that is the end of my little ramble today. Let me know what you think. Was it weird? Awkward? Is it alright? Either way, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I will see you all very, very soon.